I gotta be so angry. Okay, if I can have everyone's attention. The Edgewood Athletic Council would like to welcome everyone to this assembly. Mr. Cray and his athletic council organized this for today. Today we're excited to welcome Attaboy to Edgewood High School. Attaboy is a band from Fort Wayne, Indiana that has gained national recognition. They have performed for more than 1,000 audiences across North America and Europe. While on tour, the band has opened for multiple Grammy Award-winning artists, in addition to winning 3 international songwriting contests. Several of their songs have received national radio airplay, including 4 singles that landed on the Billboard Top 30 charts. Now, Attaboy is making select appearances in schools nationwide. Again, we thank them for coming. And again, let's give a big warrior welcome to Attaboy. Indiana, and if you know this song, feel free to stand up and sing it with us, right? Just keep your eyes on me. I said, hold it back. Just text me when you go, baby. Text me, please. She said, thank you. Now, hey, this is good. You are great. Now, here's the thing. We're going to change it up just for a second here and kick it up a little bit by letting you guys be the choosers or the deciders, if you will, to determine the winner of a dance-off. All right? So here's the thing. Here's what I need right now.
I need an upperclassman, a senior or a junior who's ready to represent the upperclass. Go on over there, go. All right. Now, what's your name? Sam, what grade are you in? He's a senior. All right, now, here to me. I got Sam from the senior class. And I said it's a dance-off. That means it's a competition. That means we need some competition for Sam right here. So who's it going to be? I'll open up anybody else. Raise your hand. Who are we going to be here? Who are we at? On this? Come on, man. Get up here. That's one. Let's see. You want to do this? Come on. Two. Come up here. Yeah. All right. I got three. Come on. Come on. All right. Now, come on over here. Come on over here. Don't be shy, y'all. Come on over here. Come on over here. Now. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. I got Sam from the senior class. What's your name?
Julia.
Julia, what grade are you in?
I'm a freshman.
A freshman, all right. Julia from the freshman class. What's your name? Isaiah, what grade? Another freshman, all right. Julia, Isaiah, Sam, and what's your name?
Oh my God.
Brandon, what grade are you in? A junior, all right. All right. Now, Julia, Isaiah, Sam, Brandon, here's what's going to happen in just a second. We're going to kick into a song. When we do, nobody dance. Okay, not yet.
You can see my phone.
I just want y'all to take a deep breath and prepare yourselves, okay?
Look at my phone.
Because here's how it's going to work. I'm going to come to you one at a time. And I'm going to say go. And when I say go, you step forward and show us a dance move or two, okay? Now,
Oh my God.
after you've all gone once, I'm going to come back. I'm going to say go again. When I say go again, you show us everything you got, everybody at the same time, head to head, toe to toe, leaving it all on the dance floor. All right, so you gotta get yourself some space to make that happen. Take a deep breath, y'all. Take a deep breath to get yourself ready. Let's see, we go. Julia, come on. Be set. Go. Isaiah, go. When I say go, you all make the same answer. You
What the fuck was that?
Okay. Nice job, contestants. Now, here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen. I said you guys get to decide who wins this. Let me explain how it's going to happen. I'm going to hold my hand above each contestant's head one at a time. When I do, I need you to tell me who you think should win based on the screaming, cheering, yelling, clapping, shouting, applause, whatever you got to do volume-wise, telling that contestant win. So, if you think that our winner is Julia, let me hear you. If you think that our winner is Isaiah, let me hear you. If you think that our winner is Sam, let me hear you. If you think that our winner is Brandon, let me hear you. All right, y'all. You have spoken, and your voices have been heard. I'm at the middle school down the road, and you're declared the 2019 Dance-Off Champion to be none other than Sam! Wait, all of our contestants did a great job, so as they're heading back to join you, come on, another big round of applause. Come on. Let me hear that. Yeah. Now, as you're getting back to your seats, I hope you guys enjoyed dancing. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the dance-off as part of the show, and I hope you enjoyed the concert so far. I hope all that's true. But what I'll say right now, on a more serious note, is this. I personally believe that we can take this up a notch, all right? Because there's a group of people that never want to be outdone by students. So, could I have Mrs. Pachi come up here, please? And now Mr. Butch Cole come up here, please. Come on up here, come on up here. All right.
My butt's having a seizure. My butt's having a seizure.
All right.
It hurts.
All right. Now, teachers, they may never tell you this, but they don't want to be outdone by students, all right? So what we're going to do is give your teachers an opportunity, some would say of a lifetime, to do what our students just did. We're going to have another dance off right here, right now, okay? So here's what's going to happen, teachers. In just a second, we're going to kick back into the same song that we just played, okay? And when we do, nobody is going to dance right away. We're all going to stretch first, because I'll be throwing a hip out while you're down here with me, okay? So we're going to stretch, and then I'm going to come to you one at a time. I'll say go. You show us the dance move or two. And then after you both go, I'm going to come back and say go again. And when I do, you all just, give us everything you got and show them how this is done, okay? Here we go. Stretch it out, teachers. Come on. Get ready. Prepare yourselves. That's what I'm talking about. Get set. Get set. Go. Okay. Take 2 minutes. Get yourselves ready. On your mark. Get set. I'm not sure we just saw a dance off and audition for Nichols. Maybe I should apologize to y'all for what just happened here. Or I could say you're welcome. Did anybody get that on video? Yeah, you're welcome. Right? I'm sure you're wondering who won this thing. I'm just going to go out there and say both your teachers did a fantastic job. So give them all a great big round of applause.
Alex, say hi. Say hi.
So, real quick, as I didn't sit back, I gotta find out who's here. So let me hear you if you are a senior. All right. Let me hear you if you're a junior. All right. How about we're the freshmen? That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are on here. Hold on a second. I saved you guys for last, but don't let me down. We're the sophomores. Believe it or not, I saved you guys for last on purpose, because before we do the next song, I want to give you a little bit of the idea behind the song. And the story actually takes place when I was a sophomore in college. So, when I was a sophomore in college, I decided with a group of friends to take a trip for spring break. Right now, I'm originally from the state of Pennsylvania, and it's a nice house state and all, but if I'm being honest, I hate winter.
Gotcha.
Alright, I like shoveling snow, I like being cold, no, that's not thing. So we decided to go where pretty much everybody else goes for spring break. Florida, alright? And I'm just saying, going from cold and wintry kind of nasty Pennsylvania at the time, to warm springtime sunshine Florida. It was a great choice. Now, we took a road trip. We got a 15-passenger van. We down the highway. We arrived in Florida. We were staying on this campground. We lived in this open-air, screened-in pavilion-type building. We slept in hammocks the whole week, not too far from a pond with a resident Florida alligator. It was a great week. Now, fast forward to the end of the week. It's our last night in Florida. We decided we're going to spend part of our time at a place called Ron John Surf Shop. Anybody heard of it? Yeah. Some of you did. Okay. And if you're familiar with this line, it's kind of a famous beach store. They got snorkeling gear, swimwear, and surf gear. Bunch of stuff to look at. It's a touristy kind of place, right? So we spent our time there. it was time to leave. So walking outside. Up ahead of us, we saw one of our friends. Her name is Polly. And as we got closer, we realized that she was crying. To try to find what's going on. Well, it turns out while we were inside, she, knowing that we were heading back to cold winter Pennsylvania the next day and seeing how beautiful it was outside, she decided she just wanted to enjoy the weather one more night, just have some downtime, just relax a little bit. And while she was out there, this jerk decided that he would say some inappropriate things to her. He basically saw this girl standing by a van minding her own business, and he thought it'd be a great choice to walk up and, using words that I can't say here, comment on her appearance. He basically disrespected her so badly that she felt like nothing. So my gut reaction was to go after that guy. And I know some of you girls are like, oh, that's cute. And some of you guys are like, yeah, that's cute. My little brother in third grade could take you. And, well, you're probably right. That's beside the point, right? So, but the thing is that we didn't go after that guy. That's not what we're about. But some people might be tempted to look at that situation. Might be tempted to think, well, big deal. That guy didn't do anything. He just said something to her. So why are you upset about it? Why is she sad about this? Why don't you just get over it? Well, that guy did not see the Polly that we all knew. Right? He didn't see this amazing person who was a friend and a sister and a college student who was studying to be a teacher. He didn't see any of that. All he saw was how society or whoever might label her based on her appearance, and he decided to treat her as nothing more than that. And that's what I would say. But as I thought about that situation with what dumped on me was, man, how many times do we all act just like that guy? Like, maybe not exactly, but how many times do we get caught up in assuming things about people based on what we see or what somebody else has said about them before we ever get to know them? And too often in those times we forget that we have an opportunity to choose to treat people as more than what we see. And we can choose to treat someone as more than a straight A student, or more than a straight D student, or more than a popular guy, more than an unpopular person, or in the case of my friend Polly, is more than something just based on her appearance. You choose to do better than that. This goes another way too. I mean, think for a second. What if Polly actually bought into what that guy said to her? And what if she believed him? What if I believed every negative thing that anyone has ever said about me? What if you believed everything that was posted about you on social media? Right? Because there are people in this room right now, you've already been given a name. Like you had a label put on your life, and it's happened so much, so often, that even if it's not true, you're starting to question whether or not they might be right. But here's the truth. You are more than any label that anybody can put on you. I'm more than a negative thing was ever said about me. We can all choose to move past those surface things to something far deeper and far richer every day as we encounter the people around us. That's the opportunity we have. That's what we can choose. The song's called We Are More. To be the favorite type of me. All these things I dream have left me questioning. I've become an everything I've done. I can't live so lavishly. I'm searching. I can't go more. It's all that I know. We This song goes out to anybody that's ever felt mislabeled in their lives. We can choose to pass that because we are. So, throughout the show, I'm making choices, and a little while ago, I made an interesting choice on my own. It was when I was working one of the coolest jobs I've ever had, and that was for a company called Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. I worked on a cruise ship, and my job was youth staff, and that basically meant that I got paid money to travel around the world and throw dodgeballs at small children.
That's me.
It was a great job. Now, not only was the job fun, but they put me on a ship that was stationed in Sydney, Australia. That's the city that's famous for the Opera House and kangaroos and classic cinematic films like Finding Nemo. And we started there with a bunch of other places. One of them was New Zealand. Have you seen the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit movies? Right? That's where they filmed those movies, so I got to see some of those places in real life. We went to a place called Tasmania, to see a real Tasmanian devil while I was there. Then we went to this group of islands in the South Pacific Ocean called French Polynesia. While I was there, I went swimming with sharks. And we went to Hawaii and Alaska. A bunch of other places all while I was working this job. Now, people go on cruises because they're going on vacation. They want to get away from everyday life. They want to have a good time. Get back and relax a little bit. During the day, you can often get off the ship and you can see amazing scenery and beautiful beaches and go on adventures and excursions we don't even have in the United States. And, at night, they've got Broadway-style shows and game shows, and they got themed parties, and sometimes they have parties just for the crew, so we get a chance to relax and have some fun a little bit. It's a really fun environment, but sometimes what can happen is cruise ships, because of that fun environment, get a little bit of a reputation. Sometimes they might be referred to as like a Las Vegas of the seas. You know, like what happens on a ship stays on a ship kind of thing. And well, one of the things that can take over on a cruise ship in not a great way is alcohol. Just for example, like if people can come up with any reason or excuse to drink a lot, they will take it, right? So like the first day on board, they gotta start fast because time is limited. All the way to the last night of the day, they're celebrating. Been there, going back to the real world tomorrow. They gotta drink it up even more. Maybe they see a pod of dolphins off the port side of the ship, and that's having some dolphin shots, or maybe they're playing some shuffleboard with grandma, and if they win, this round's on grandma, right? So like any reason they're gonna take it. Now, knowing that I was gonna be in that type of environment, also knowing that I was going to have an opportunity to see and experience a lot of things that many people left for the job, I made a simple decision that while I was there, I just wasn't going to get into the whole drinking thing. It was a simple choice, never mind, moved on my life. And then I got to the ship. And, well, that decision is not at a distance anymore, right? It's not often in the future. It's staring me in the face, and it's going to be put to the test. And as I would talk with people, I got some interesting responses when they find out about this choice that I made up. Most people, it was like, cool, you do your thing, we'll do our thing, we'll still be friends, still go to parties together, still hang out, no problem. The second group of people were a little bit confused at first, right? We'd be hanging out, talking a little bit, and they'd say, hey, can I get you a drink? And that's super nice. I'm like, yeah, I can have some soda or water or something. And they look back and there's this puzzled look on their face, they're like, oh, seriously, what do you want to drink? And like, that didn't count. And there's a third group of people, this one guy in particular, I won't forget this guy because as we were talking, he found out about this choice that I made, and one of the first things he said to me was, that's it, before we're done on this ship, we're getting you drunk. And I'm like, what am I supposed to say to that? You know, well, how am I supposed to respond whenever I've just told you a personal decision I've made for my own life, and you're like, no, you're not going to do that, you're going to do what I want you to do because it's a big deal to me, and that's just how it is. Well, in the end, I did stick with my decision. He never got me drunk, and I saw my decision affirmed in a number of other ways. For one thing, I had to stand by and watch as some of my friends made some really stupid choices because they were drinking too much. And another thing was I had friends and coworkers on board who got fired from their jobs and kicked off the ship when alcohol was involved. And on the other hand, when I was done working there, I could look back at my entire time there and say, hey, never once has alcohol gotten in the way of anything I wanted to experience while I was here. So it was good. That decision worked out. Okay, but for real, we did not travel the whole way here today just so we could say, don't drink. Because we know that's a choice that you have to make. And we honestly hope that you make a wise one when it comes to that. All right, but the bigger point to this whole story is that from now to the rest of your lives, you will be faced with decisions. And sometimes people are going to try to just make your choice for you. They're just going to assume what you're going to do. Like on the cruise ship, it was just assumed that I'm part of the whole drinking thing. It wasn't if, it was when. Or maybe it's assumed you're going to treat people a certain way, like we talked about before. Or maybe it's assumed that you're going to follow a certain path in life because that's what your family's always done. Or maybe it's assumed that you're going to do what your friends or people your age are doing just because that's how it is. And too often in those times we forget that we have an opportunity to choose to make decisions that are good and that are right regardless of what anybody else thinks or says. So the question becomes, are you going to be the kind of person that just lets other people dictate what you do and assume what you're going to do? Or are you going to think for yourself? Are you going to make decisions that are good and that are right? You'll get to choose. We're going to song for y'all, and it's a reminder that you have choices and that your choices actually count. It's called Everything Matters. Everything matters. I want to love like people that surrender. Every word to speak, every breath to breathe. Everything matters. Everything matters. Everything matters, everything matters. Thank you. So one more thought on this whole choosing things is, right? There's some people in this room that have probably already made some really good decisions in your lives. And if you have, please keep doing it, because even when it doesn't feel like it, it's still working. On the other hand, there are probably some people in this room who already made some mistakes. Maybe you messed up, maybe you made some poor decisions, maybe you even feel like that person that just can't seem to do anything. And everybody else falls somewhere in between. But hear this. The truth is, in the same way that you don't have to let other people dictate what you do, you do not have to let your past decisions dictate your future. Every day you got an opportunity to start a whole new chapter in your life. You can do it letter by letter, word by word, choice by choice to completely change the direction of your story. All right, another song for you. It's a song about stepping out and taking risks, because to be honest with you, if you're going to be the kind of person that steps out of this, if you're going to be the kind of person that thinks for yourself and makes decisions for yourself, you're going to start that new chapter in your life. It requires a risk. It kind of goes back to that dance off we had earlier. We had students, we had teachers come up here and do some crazy stuff on stage in spite of what hundreds of other people would think about them. I don't think that takes guts. And maybe it's a simple example, but I think it translates into the other decisions that we make. And so it comes down to this. Will you step out? Will you take a risk to make decisions that are good and that are right? It's up to you. You get to choose. The song's called Set Sail. At the start. They keep running me, sure my hands are bruised and I breathe out. But I will not see this free my feet. I won't stop now. Thank you. Hey, anybody out there like free stuff? Yeah. This is an Attaboy CD. It's all original music on here. Some of the songs you've heard today are on here, along with some other ones we're excited about. Before I throw it out there, full disclaimer, we've got corners on it. You can take your eye out, but in spite of that, it makes you want it. I think something got that. Hey, I got another one right here. Here's the thing. I often feel bad for those people in the very back because stuff rarely gets back to them, right? So let's try this one. Feel bad for the ones in front too, but it goes over their heads, you know? I got one more thing here. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to throw this because it's just cardstock and it'll flutter the ground like an idiot when it does that. Okay, so I'm not going to let me explain what it is. Okay. The concert that you're seeing right now is one that we put together specifically for you guys. Okay. We only take this into select schools around the country. Okay. And it is totally different than our normal touring concert. Okay, our normal concert is one that you might go to a bigger city, to a music venue to see, like with a full light production. It's original music. It's a really fun concert to do. As a matter of fact, right now, we are in the middle of a tour. It's called the Come Alive Tour. Okay, and I need you guys to help me with something. Everybody say tonight. Tonight. Let's try that again. Everybody say tonight. Tonight. Everybody say 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. And everybody say right here. Right here. Tonight, 7 o'clock, right here, the Come Alive Tour is taking place. We're putting it on tonight, right here. Okay, now, we got tickets for this event, all right? And due to some very generous people, these tickets have already been paid for everybody in this room. You'll be handing one on your way out. It is free. We want you to come to the show and have a good time, all right? Now, if you lose your ticket, you're still allowed to come to the show for free. As a matter of fact, we want you to invite your friends and your family and enemies and your neighbors and whoever else. Bring them back. Let's all have a good time tonight at the show. Okay? Come Alive Tour happening tonight. A couple other things you gotta know.
No.
We'd love to hear from you. Okay? We'd love to hear from you. So you can find us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, website, all those things. Our handle is the same for all of them. It's Attaboy Online, one word. Attaboy Online. So find us there. We'd love to hear from you. Another thing, if you'd like to hear some of our music for free, you can find us on all streaming sites, all right? Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, Apple Music, all that stuff. YouTube, SoundCloud, all that stuff, right? Find us, listen to some of our music, right? And one other thing, we don't want to be the kind of band that you feel like you can't talk to in person. Like, we're not trying to be stand up or anything like that. In order to prove that to you for just a couple minutes, we're going to break down that wall between show and audience. I'm going to open it up for some questions, okay? But we got to work together on this to make it work. All right. The first way you guys can help us with this is raising your hand if you have one. Right, and how that works. Second way is it's a big room, and so if you're not asking or answering the question, keep it down so everybody can hear. The third thing you can help us with is you're allowed to ask anything you want, and the fourth thing is you can ask anybody up here on stage that you want. Okay. In order so it's not just a hey you kind of thing. We're going to give you our names.
When do we get out of here?
So my name is Ryan, and originally I'm from the state of Pennsylvania, like I said before. This guy over here plays piano, electric guitar. He's originally from the state of Michigan. It's okay, though. You can still be friends. He hates Michigan, too. Okay? No. His name is Jeff. Everybody say hi, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, here she rocks out on the bass guitar. She is originally from Indiana. Her name is Melanie. Everybody say, what's up, Melanie? This guy right back here is a little crazy on those drums. He's originally from the state of North Carolina, and his name is Christian. Everybody say, yo, Christian. And we got one more right here. This guy, you saw him earlier today as you were walking in. This is DJ Code right here. He is also, that's right, he's also from Michigan, but you didn't like him too. He don't like Michigan either. All right. And so you know, tonight at the concert, TJ Code will be opening for us with his own set. So come back, have some fun for that, and then stick around for the concert. You know how it works, all right? So remember that now. You got how we're going to work this thing. I hope you got some questions, all right? So don't be shy. Who's got something? All right, in the back, green shirt.
When did you guys meet?
When did we meet? How did the band get started? How did this whole thing get going? It's a great question for our band historian, and that's Jeff.
Yeah, so our band started out of college in Northeast Indiana. None of us were music majors, actually. We just played concerts outside of class for fun. So we would play at like open mic nights, coffee houses, kind of wherever we had the chance. And we kept getting invited to perform more and more often, to the point that we decided to take an entire year to pursue the band as a full-time thing just to see what would happen. And we did over 165 dates that year, and we've been performing ever since. So that's kind of how we came together and how we got here.
Yeah, great. All right, somebody else. Yeah, right here. Yep. John, yeah. He said, how long has Christian been drumming? I'm going to open that up. We'll tell you all how we got into our instruments, all right? Christian, go ahead.
Yeah, so I actually started playing guitar first when I was 7 and just really ended up loving music. And my best friend got a drum kit and kept it at my house so that we could like jam together. So then I had a drum kit sitting in my house and said, might as well learn that too. So I started playing drums when I was about 10.
So I started piano lessons when I was about 6 years old, started singing around that age as well. And then after that, started guitar lessons when I was about 13. And then after that, just started picking up random instruments. So bass I've known for about 7 years. I also know like accordion and banjo and ukulele and random stuff like that.
Of course.
So I started DJing about a year and a half ago now, but I started like as a singer,
That's my baby.
and I played like 15 different instruments, so that all kind of, it just happened to be DJ.
So I've been singing since I was really little. I had my first solo in a school play when I was in kindergarten. I played a disobedient frog, completely costume. I eventually got eaten by an owl. You know where that.
I started playing guitar when I was 16. I started playing piano when I was 5. I took lessons from kindergarten all the way through high school. And the cool thing is my piano teacher offered a free candy bar every week if I practiced enough. So I was motivated by that candy bar, and I'm a musician today thanks to candy bars.
Go for food.
There you go.
My diabetes made me go.
Oh, can DJ Code sing for you, please? Good question. Come back to the show tonight and find out.
Don't get his attention over here.
How do we get the band name? Yeah, I
You
got
gotta
you.
sit your ass out.
How do we get the band name?
Attaboy is a term of encouragement and it's fun, which are things that we want to be about as a band. But we don't really have like a great story of how we came up with our name. So if you guys want to come up with like a super epic story of how we came up with our name, please let us know because we'd love to steal it.
Atta girl.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? All right. Oh, go ahead. Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick.
Hey, was this a question? Well,
Don't do that again.
I have no problem with it. I'm flattered by the request. I have to check with my wife first, though. You guys been great. You know, we got a couple minutes left. I hope it's cool to send you back to class early. Is that right? Alright. So we're gonna do one more song for you guys today. That's all right. Before we do the song, quick reminder: find us on social media: Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, website, all those. Find us there. Tonight, 7 o'clock, right here, come live tour. We're putting it on, so come on out here. All right, let's have some fun. Don't miss out on that. And the last thing is, we'd love to have your help for the last song. And the first way you guys can help us out for this song is by standing up for this one, all right? So let's stand up. And then the second way is by helping us out. If you know the words, sing it with us, all right? Come on. I'm taking my time on my. I'm taking my time on my. We have the same people. I'm going slow, I'm taking my time on my. Oh, I'm going slow, I'm taking my time on my.
I'm taking too much.
Oh my god.
I'm taking too much. I'm taking too much. I'm taking too much. I'm taking too much. I'm taking too much.
So I'm taking my time. Well, I think the University audience today is our student custodian and set up our students and teachers. James Force down here. We're ministering for bios and then we go. After that, 7 months, have some more fun without the fact of the sing-up, all right?